Hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivy, and today I'm going to be doing my September wrap-up. I know what you're thinking, Ivy, it's the middle of October. Actually, not even. Like, we're past the middle of October. My response to that is, yes, it is. My second point that I would like to address is my hair is very wet right now, and it's making me very cold. So yeah, if it's bothering you, that sucks, but at least you're not freezing. Third of all, I am currently in my pajamas at, what time even is it? 5 p.m.? 5:30 p.m. because that's, just who I am as a person. This is mostly just gonna be movies because that's pretty much all that I consumed in September. First of all, we have City of Bones. So, the thing with this movie is it started out okay. Like, it really did. It started out staying true-ish to the book and the plot and everything. And then the last half hour, maybe 45 minutes, I don't know, I was really bad at judging time, but the last bit of it was just utter burning trash. It was so bad. I expected it to be this bad. Like, I expected the whole movie to be as bad as the last part of it was. I don't even know how to describe it other than a train wreck. The script was utterly horrible, and I think that some of the lines were actually taken from the book, which, is good, I guess, but let's be honest, City of Bones is not, like, the most well-written book out there. Like, it's cheesy, and it did not translate well to the screen, I'll just say that much. The acting wasn't great either. Yeah, no. However, I had a very fun time watching the actor who plays Jace. He had some bug eyes going on, which was highly entertaining. Probably the best part of the movie for me and my friend who was watching it with me. Really just missed the mark as far as capturing Shadowhunters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really put my finger on it, it just wasn't there. I'm not making any sense. The visuals, though, were very fun and interesting. Demons, Shadowhunters, blah 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 blah. So, in the end, I decided to give it 2 out of 5 stars because, yeah, and I did not cry. Next we have a far better film, and that was Austin Powers' The Spy Who Shagged Me. I adore the Austin Powers movies. Austin Powers is a spoof on spy movies with a main character named Austin Powers, who is played by Mike Myers, but Mike Myers also plays like 50,000 other characters in the movies, and it is comedy at its peak. Mike Myers is my hero, and I love him with my full heart. I will say, if you are watching this and you are a child, like, let's say under the age of 13, do not watch this movie. Yeah, just don't. You'll thank me later because you'll appreciate it more. It made me wheeze laugh the entire time, pretty much, and, that's just all that I'm going for in a movie like this. Seth Green is in this movie, and I am in love with him as well. Like, mostly because of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but, like, whatever. I gave Austin Powers The Spy Who Shagged Me 5 out of 5 stars, and it did not make me cry, which I didn't think it would. Next, I watched Mamma Mia because I had to prepare for a trivia contest that involved Mamma Mia, so I had to refresh my memory, and I'm so glad that I did because it was so awesome. I discovered that I am still very much in love with this movie, and I have no regrets, honestly. Mamma Mia is a movie musical about a girl who is getting married, and she invites 3 men to her wedding, and all of them could possibly be her dad, so she doesn't know which one is which, and she doesn't tell her mom that she's done this, and drama and chaos ensues, and lots of dance breaks, and lots of singing, and oh my gosh, it's just fantastic. I smiled the entire time, like, I kid you not, I was just lying in bed watching it on my Chromebook with the biggest grin on my face. Some may say that this movie is too over the top, and to that I say no. It's just so fun, and if that's not your thing, then that's fine. Like, just leave the room, please. I want to see the cheesiness and the singing, and yes, I want all of it all the time. Music, obviously, is fantastic. My favorite song is Honey Honey. Meryl Streep is incredible, and the girl who plays Sophie, who I cannot remember her name because I'm the worst, she's also awesome. I love this movie. 5 out of 5 stars. I did not cry. So then, after watching Mamma Mia, which is, like, such a fantastic movie musical, I watched Grease, and yikes. I completely forgot how problematic Grease is. Obviously, it was not made anytime recently, which I don't even know when it was made, but it does not hold up. There's a few of the songs that are really good and, you know, I love and I'm obsessed with, but, I mean, what were they thinking? Again, I know it's old, so it was not made for now, but it's just, there's such just wrong things in that movie, so many wrong messages, and I just cringed my way through it, honestly. So, Grease gets a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I did not cry. Next, we have The Spy Who Dumped Me, and I love this one so much. So The Spy Who Dumped Me is another spoof on spy movies, but this girl gets dumped by her boyfriend and then finds out that he's a spy, and, you know, chaos ensues. She gets dragged into this whole thing, and she and her best friend, played by Kate McKinnon, who's awesome, have to, like, you know, not die. In my notes, I put hilarious in all caps and then train wreck, because it was hilarious and I was laughing, like, so much, but it was also just, wow. I think they should have just 100% leaned into the comedy of it, because I mean, I don't know, but I think they were actually trying to make it, like, somewhat of a serious spy movie, which, yeah, the parts that were supposed to be serious and intense just were awful, but the parts that were funny and just goofy and hilarious were so awesome and fantastic, and I was laughing so hard. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, and it did not make me cry. The last movie that I watched in September was Chemical Hearts. This is like a romance set in high school, and it's just meh. That's all I have to say. It was, like, you know, what you would expect from a romance set in high school, and it was fine, but it didn't do anything special that I, you know, thought of. It was bland. I didn't care about any of the characters at all. I was just kind of asleep, honestly, through most of it. I gave Chemical Hearts a 3 out of 5 stars, and I did not cry. Moving on to books, and by books I mean books. This month, I took on the monster book that is Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare. So if you don't know, this book is like almost 900 pages long, I think. I loved it so much. So it's the 3rd book in the Dark Artifices series by Cassandra Clare, and if you have not read any of her other books, you need to before reading this one, but it's so incredibly worth it. Like, I can't even express to you how much I've enjoyed my Shadowhunters binge. That is still going on. What I love about Cassandra Clare is her plots and how intricate they are, and this book especially, like, I feel like Queen of Air and Darkness, out of all the ones that I've read so far, hit me the most in this way, because she just ties in so many little things from all her different books in the same world, and it ties together beautifully in this book. This also sets us up super well for the Wicked Powers series, which is like the trilogy that's going to take place afterwards, which I'm so excited about. Another thing that I loved was there's so many characters in this book. Like, we have the Blackthorn family, which is ginormous, and then, you know, all their friends and stuff, and there's just so many characters, and you'd think that, you know, none of them would be fleshed out, but they're all so good, and this is why I love Cassandra Clare, because every single character has a story and a personality that is unique to them, and you care about mostly all of them. She balances all of her characters so well, and she knows how to make you care about them, and I just, oh, it's so well done. I love them all so much. The relationships between these characters are top-notch. I honestly enjoyed all of the side, like, romances a lot more than the main one, but the friendships are also just incredible. Emma and Christina, man, just friendship goals right there. I was so incredibly sad to see the end of this trilogy. I was a mess when I finished it, but I'm so excited for the Wicked Powers, but I'm also super sad because I have to wait so long. Like, I think I'm gonna be in college when the first book comes out. This book gets a 5 out of 5 stars from me. I cried so many times. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time with another video. Bye.